Peace, peace, peace. Hope everyone is out there doing well and feeling blessed this Saturday. Back with another video. Welcome to the Buck and Preacher channel, where we discuss any and all things. Comment, like, subscribe, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Get me up there. Today, family, we're going to be discussing, just putting my 2 cents on the whole reparations thing, and also we're going to talk about are slave movies good or bad? First of all, like the brother Tariq Nasheed, when I hear a person mention reparations, I sometimes feel like maybe a person is not understanding that in which they are dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? What do I mean by that? Meaning, the same people oppressing you not just to give you some check to ride off into the sunset. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if there were good intentions at play here, we wouldn't be in this predicament and situation in the first place. So for me, for someone to think all of a sudden somebody is just going to have some magical change of heart and give all these black people in America some checks, some land, it's almost ludicrous to me. And to me, it makes me feel like you don't know the enemy in which you deal with, basically. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, oppression is a real, live scenario that's taking place. Do you know how much money has been made off the backs of African Americans in this country? During slavery, after slavery, even now with the prison system, do you know billions and billions of dollars? So the goal is to take, it's not to give. So I don't know why the brother Tariq Nasheed argues. He was arguing with some woman. That's what made me talk about it. And they were arguing over, he said, if somebody got reparations, they can go smoke a big old fat thing of crack rock. And I guess that triggered her. And for me, it's almost like a senseless argument, because like I said, I feel like people today don't understand that in which they are dealing with. You know what I mean? No one's trying to give us a check or see us do any better. We had a whole 8 years of Barack Obama. If nothing didn't get done then, I don't know what you think Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or anybody else is going to do for us. We had someone in there, quote unquote, supposedly African American, and you see what happened. Because I'm gonna tell you, the problem is, it's not the people that's getting put in office, it's the system that's in place. Like the justice system, it's the system. They build everything around that system. You get what I'm saying? And that's always their excuse. Oh, the system, let the system do this. Well, the system is evil. You get what I'm saying? The system is evil, and it needs to be reconstructed, and that's just the truth. Especially the law system. And prison reform should be a must right now, because the way brothers is sitting up here, for you to lock so many people up for marijuana and then turn around and legalize marijuana, does that sound like somebody trying to see you do better? I mean, think about that. You know, and another thing for me is, it's just like with these celebrities and the bloggers, you know what I mean? I know I'm a OG, man. You know what I mean? I'm a certified OG. You know what I mean? So a lot of this stuff I'm qualified to talk on, because I done been through a lot of things. I done been through a lot of trauma. I'm 54, and I have been through a lot of things here in this quote unquote place called America. We talking shot, prison, and some more stuff. So I'm qualified to talk on a lot of things, and nobody can tell me different. Look at me as one of them old school OGs who gonna keep it real with you, but at the same time be human with you. You get what I'm saying? I'm not like the brother Charleston White. While you know, what I mean, I'm not one of them older dudes who gonna talk to you and try to ridicule you at the same time and throw you on a bus, because I feel like that gets us nowhere. You get what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying, man, with the reparations. I just think you need to understand who you're dealing with a little bit more. You know what I mean? Google some of the history of what has taken place. You know, when you get your Emmett Tills or the little girls in the bombing of the church and all this stuff that's been happening, or just the man that got executed a few weeks ago in St. Louis, man, let that sink in. Do you think somebody trying to give you reparations? It's misleading and it's nonsense. You get what I'm saying? It sounds good. Excuse me. My voice. It sounds good, right? Reparations does sound good, but come on. That'll be too much like right. And you know how much money they would have to dole out? Billions and billions and billions of dollars. And they're not going to do no such thing. I don't see them doing that. Next, I want to know to everybody out here, does slave movies hurt us or do they help tell a story? Anybody can leave their comment in the comments. I'm going to give you my take on it. I used to think when I was very, very young that, oh yeah, stories being told, because that's what some of the older people would tell me. However, as I grew and started growing, and when you get into, like, let's say a year, I'm just giving you, like, putting you in my mind state, and say like you make it to a year like 1999, you know, Prince had 1999, don't you? And you hit 2000. Okay, you might have been thinking, we're making waves here, you know what I mean? Racism is not that bad, only to turn around and in 2000 and even 2020, we're making slave movies. And for me, I'm almost kind of like one of them people who feel like it reinforces the division. That's how I feel about it. I feel like if you want to be told a story, go read a book or have your elders tell you a story. But to put images on the screen and highlight an Emmett Till story or a bombing of some little girls in the church, I mean, come on, man. Them the stories you pick to tell, and that's okay? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. You know what I mean? Because in order to move on from something and to change from it, you have to kind of like change the whole dynamic of it all. If you looking up and all you doing is showing roots, all you doing is introducing each generation to the BS. To me. Okay? And it's not like rocket science stuff here. Like, if you basically, if we still watching these movies in 2020, 2024, all you doing is the millennials, the ZG generations, now they're turned on to the dynamic of division and white against black. That's what I think the movies do. You know what I mean? I think they reinforce the narrative. But that's my opinion. I want everybody to get in my comments and tell me what you think it does. You know what I mean? Because some people think, oh, it tells a story. Okay, well, check this out. If you're going to tell a story, why would that story have to be such messed up story, so to speak? You know, with the Emmett Till and the Alabama bombing thing. It's, you know, out of all the stories you want to tell, this is what you want the public to see that some people did. That's just me. Your take might be a little different. I want everybody to, you know what I mean, to let me know what they think. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, it's telling the story, but I also can sit my kids down and tell them about slavery. I don't think they need to see images and movies of whippings and rapes and beating, because believe it or not, man, that stuff get into your psyche just like the music does. Don't let nobody fool you. Okay? What do we do as Americans here in New Babylon? We live through our music and our movies. Right? And that's my take on it. You know what I mean? Like, we can tell other stories. We can put certain stuff to bed and move forward. You know what I mean? You keep dwelling on the past. All you doing is introducing the narrative to each generation. Think about what I'm saying. And I know people are not going to agree with what I think, but that's my opinion and I'm entitled to it. It took me 50-some years to get here, and I really believe what I'm saying. I believe that slave movies enforces the narrative of division. And it took me a while to get there. I didn't used to think like that, but I do now. You know what I mean? So you tell me what you think. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Get in my comments, and I will answer some of those comments. One more thing I want to say, man, is when I look on the YouTube blogs, the effort that's being put into the tearing down the celebrities. Man, if we put that effort into to exposing the system and trying to get some change, man, we might get something done. You get what I'm saying? Because I see all kind of hit pieces on celebrities. People go out their way and drop videos every day. But guess what, man? Will Smith and Puff Daddy don't own nothing in the judicial system or nothing in the White House. You get what I'm saying? So everybody's putting all this major energy into tearing people down, but none of that's gonna help our situation as a whole. Like I said, if we put that energy, same energy, into exposing the prison system and certain things like that, man, we might be able to get something done. You get what I'm saying? Well, y'all have a blessed day, man. I just wanted to talk about a few things. I will be back with another video. Buck and Preacher channel. Comment, like, subscribe at Buck Preacher 2283. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.